Alright, so we're live here. Hopefully everything's fine. Am I gonna show cards if I'm talking about them? I'll just drag things randomly. That doesn't look so good now, does it? Why doesn't it show like one card? Oh, Kaldheim Gallery, is that it? Yeah, Kaldheim Card Gallery. This one shows like one of each. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's cool. Alright, either way, the main point here today is still playing Burn, so same list. I don't think there's anything that I really want to change. I think that Path, Surgical, and Palm are still really good right now. I think that Smash is a necessary evil, and for the last slot, there are a couple of things that you can adapt. Like, I don't think that playing Vortex here instead of Hushbringer would ever be too bad, but I really like Hushbringer against tribal decks and their ETBs, which is something that Burn can't really deal with, like, at all. So I have Hushbringer also deals better, in my opinion, with Heliod, even though Heliod's been dying off, which has been pretty sweet. Just because I don't like to play the matchup. Either way, this is the only deck that we can actually play. Okay, no big events right now. I'm a known hater of playing leagues while big events are. Just because it's when the Jang comes out and more people, like, you're more likely to face people that play non-meta, and no hate to that. It's just that my sideboard isn't really adapted to a wide field, so I don't really love that. Can I get... Look how this works, cool. Oh, just closed my entire... So if anyone commented in the last second, I didn't see it. No, okay. Well, this queue is taking a long time. There we go. I want to talk about the Kaldheim cards. I want to have them on the screen. Alright. I know that my last league I got punished for keeping one-landers, but I'm on the draw and this end's really good. Well, that might mean bolt, which sucks to be honest. And you know what sucks the most? Is that if I don't draw a land here, yeah, just bolt it. Come on. You know my opponent's gonna bolt it. Yeah. Just waiting for the beginning of combat first. Ooh, you're gonna shock yourself for this? Wow. Oh, hey, Ion. It's been good. Been having some pretty good results. Like, pretty much every league for this past, like, 3 weeks has been a 4-1, which is quite decent. And then last league we got, what is this? Renin 6. Okay, I really need a land here. Please, I need a land. Ah, thank you. Right, so casting Eidolon here. Hopefully it doesn't curve into the fairy. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Or Omnath. So nothing from there. So I'm attacking here. I don't care about Renin 6. Yes, path, okay. Casting this now. Yes, Mana Leak, sure. I can't pay. So, I was thinking about talking a little bit about Kaldheim cards. But I can't really fit them on my screen, which kinda sucks. It has to connect, yeah. That's a little bit unlucky, but I will play it. Now I just say go. And I'm even covered against Omnath, I think. That thing's about to burst, so I need to move now. As I was saying, I want to talk about Kaldheim cards, but so no Omnath. I don't agree with this. But whatever. So I can beat one force, which is... looks like we're back to excellent power for this year. I do agree with that statement. I don't agree with the next one, which is good. I think that pushing design is good. Like, of course, you're gonna have some misses with, you know... Oh, I want to cheese my opponent. I guess I just better play it safe. I think that the misses this past couple of years have been rough. So this guy definitely plays Uro right, but that's about it. And it's a clean swap for Searing Blaze. I think that pushing design isn't all that bad. It's just that they need to be, and they were somewhat fast to ban a couple of things, but they need to be faster in... oh, this ends way too good. They need to be somewhat faster at banning some other things, like just from the descriptions and there's Eldrain. Yeah, exactly. Eldrain was a little bit problematic, a little bit too problematic. So for this to be removal, it has to be a shock land, so I don't really care. Yeah, I definitely agree that Eldraine had some problem cards. Obviously Oko, and even then, like, Oko's design was pretty cool, but then the numbers were just wrong. Like, Oko had to be, sure, it can be 3 mana, yeah. Another land, seriously? I'm gonna shock myself here. Just because he runs path, this can be a path, which makes me happier if I do have the lands to fetch. But I was saying, like, if Oko were 3 mana for 3 loyalty, and his food uptick was +1, and then his Beast Within was like -2, I think the card would have been pretty cool, because it makes artifacts, which is pretty relevant. It's like a pseudo-universal removal with Beast Within. Oh, no lands. Oh, that's why he didn't bolt. He has path, though. He has path, though. And what other Eldraine cards were like? You say that didn't realize the power of Oak. Yeah, I think that's just bullshit. Still no land, which is definitely good for us. There's a purge there, sure, that's fine. As I was saying, yeah, that's bullshit. Like, they wanted to push the card, they didn't want his mine. Sadly, I have to do this here. I don't. That's a mistake by me. That's just perfect. So yeah, they wanted to push the card. That's definitely a mistake. But I did draw him a land, but it's a shock land. It's a shock land. They do get to draw here. Yeah, Oko. That's. I'm sort of related. At this point, like the one card that I would have liked in Modern, that's in Legacy, basically, would have been Sulfuric Vortex. But I honestly think that at a smaller mana cost, Roiling Vortex is better for us. I didn't even sequence this right. You let me draw first. Okay, that's a charm. Can I please draw like a bolt here? Yeah, that works. So what am I beating? Not beating double force, but that's fine. I'd rather play into double force than play into Cryptic Command. Yeah. I was kind of screwed though, if this didn't happen. Okay, so my trustworthy notebook, keeping all my matchups. But let me actually answer chat. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Sulfuric Vortex, but I think that the Vortex we have is better, because at a lower mana cost, it's less problematic, it's less tempo disadvantage if it gets blown up. Like even if it's worse at stopping life gain and whatnot, I think it's better in terms of tempo. And also the little mode of dealing 5 when opponents don't pay mana is weirdly relevant in Modern. You have Bobble, you have Cascade, you have Lava Dart, you have Force of Negation, and all of those are good hits for us to deal 5. I don't think that Fire Blast would ever be a card, would ever be a good idea. Like, can you imagine Prowess playing Fire Blast? And Price of Progress. Sounds a bit wonky with no creatures, but I'm gonna keep. I think that Price of Progress would be a little bit too good for Modern, because the mana base is already punished, like as is, because Shocklands cost life. You know, I see people like Grimflare Nikachu saying that pop would be fine. Like they never had. Yeah, I don't think it would be fine, like at all. I think that if you had Price of Progress in the format, I mean, then I'll know, because I think that decks with utility lands are cool and they'd be randomly punished by Price of Progress, because yeah, like 2 color control could run. Even then, they do like their non-basics. So I'm gonna get Tron here. I have to assume this is green Tron. But yeah, I don't agree with Price of Progress. I would have agreed with a Snow Price of Progress here in Kaldheim, which in my opinion should have been printed. Them not printing any Snow Hate was a problem, in my opinion. I think that Snow is a cool mechanic, but it needs Hate. But yeah, I think that those are the big 3, and I disagree with all of them. Then I have, what's it called? Pyrostatic Pillar, like the non-creature Eidolon. Yeah, maybe that would be cool. For those that don't know the card, basically this. It's Eidolon, but just a creature. Flame Rift. Yeah, with Boros Charm available. Yeah, maybe in the Helix slot. Like Helix is, but then again, like the flexibility of Helix is not to be understated. The card is really good. So this is Eldrazi Tron that I'm getting. They are at 5, which is an awkward number for us. And I wouldn't have shocked myself. You know, my Snow Basics in paper. Yeah, I kind of have to agree. The new ones are really cool. Smasher, damn it. This is 9. So I'm dead. Yeah, it's gonna attack it both. So I need Helix here. Helix into a burn spell. Didn't draw it, okay. Jesus. Even then. Okay. So this is Eldrazi Tron, which is a problem, to be honest. I kind of want Deflecting Palm, but with Thought Knots here, it can be awkward. Also, Skullcrack's pretty not good. We'll go like this. Flame Rift, maybe we'd run a couple, but don't forget that Helix is a great card at pushing those aggro matchups towards us. This is perfect. Beats Chalice. Okay, I like this hand. I might have to shock myself here, which definitely isn't cool. But I'm gonna do it anyway. There's another burn card. What is it? I feel like I'm forgetting some burn card. Eldrazi Tron 2021. It might be, like, memes aside, it might be good now. How's the meta looking even? Like, they just scoop against Omnath. Oh, they probably scoop against Hammer Time. Well, Chalice on 1 probably destroys Hammer Time. Okay, so I'm taking a Gambit here. I'm gonna suspend the Rift Bolt. Yeah, to kind of make them kill one of my dudes early. Chain Lightning. I would have... Here's my problem with Chain Lightning. I wasn't thinking about Chain Lightning, but here's my problem with Chain Lightning into Modern. We wouldn't be the biggest beneficiaries of that card. But I want to be unbiased. Why I don't like the card in the format is that red only has one good 1-mana removal, which is Bolt. If you give them Chain Lightning, then suddenly they're just on 0 turn 1 massive effects every time. Yeah. I guess that it beats. Yeah, I was analyzing that. Against Shadow, this deck is probably good too. And then against Prowess, I've heard it does nasty stuff against Prowess. You better do this now. Can I please draw a Bolt and punish my opponent? If he contorts now... Oh, counter. Interesting. I'm playing counters now. I have to do this now, sadly. Yeah, so E-turn might not be awful right now. I think that a problem with people is definitely that they don't think deck lists through. So, yeah, maybe the E-Tron build of like 2 months ago isn't gonna be good. But if you adapt it into the current meta, think of Forest. I've seen this list somewhere. Because they play like World Breaker or something like that. So I should win here. My opponent's trying to big brain me. But I can cast this. He needs to do something. I wanted to show you the list. They play World Breaker. Oh, on that? Sure. Still just kill you. Both things kill, so we're fine. But it basically plays World Breaker, and I feel like there's a reason they were playing the green, but the list is a few days old, so I can't really find it. Sadly. I was talking about Chain Lightning, right? So yeah, I think that Chain Lightning as a removal spell for both Control and Red Prowess would be too good. Too good. I don't think that's something the format can handle. Like them just like can you imagine even 2-color Control just having a very smooth mana base plus a lot of 1-mana removal spells. Sounds really hard to beat. Hopefully, this hand plays really poorly into Chalice. I forgot about Chalice. Yeah, see, there's the World Breaker. I guess it's because it exiles the land. Please no Chalice. Yes. We did it. Shocking myself here. You might have the removal spell, but I will play into it. He definitely has something here. Yeah. Wait. I don't agree with that play. Does he have Tron? Can target players? Oh. Counter target sorcery. Wait, what can target what? Reshaper. So I have 11 here. No Tron? Let's see what we're revealing. Thought-Knots here. That sucks so much. I guess we gotta kill it now. Yeah. I think if my math is correct, it's the same thing. They do play the Thought-Knots here. They did have the land. Chainline Kaldheim removal spell. Oh, yeah. Just really a kick in the nuts. And I even think that that's very decent design. Like, I don't think I'm crazy. Where's the thing? Like, 1 mana shock, take yes, is a good card. Yeah, it's an insane card versus us. It's not even fair. So the shock would. So yeah. I misplayed there. My math was not correct. I should have bolted his face, so he would be at 6 here. Much easier to kill at 6. I lost the game, right? Yeah, so I'm gonna lose this one. It's gonna be my fault. Yeah. Bad at math. I really do think that they did us dirty with that. With the shock bolt. Frostbite, yeah. Like, how is this not the perfect moment to print a shock that turns into a bolt late game after it's lost it, after it has lost like its value? How even? How do they not print? They fetch for a forest. To play Worldbreaker, I guess. I think it was a really missed opportunity. Like, close that window again. God damn it. A ballista. I don't like that. That puts a really big clock. I have to attack here because I want to get him down to 6. It's as simple as that. Gonna play Worldbreaker. It's gonna exile a land. So, oh, now I must ask, is there any Kaldheim card that I really want to talk about? Let's start with red cards. This gives me a chance of winning, to be honest. Are there any red cards that I want to talk about that's not Frostbite? He actually downticked. That's a mistake. Can I please just draw 2 burn spells? Jesus. Boros Charm off the top for once. I still have 2. There's a chance here. So red cards, do I want to talk about any? Or does anyone in chat want me to comment on any? I think that they're all not great for Modern. At least burn. I do think that the Drain Mythic can see play. Just know his entire hand. Yeah, I don't think there's any. No, there was one card that interested me. Oh yeah, Tybalt's Trickery. Yeah, you read my mind. Tybalt's Trickery. Ah, god damn it. Do I just lose to the board state? I just lose to the board state now because he can kill this with Ballista, and he has lethal. Okay. Okay, so my mistake wasn't relevant when the math mistake, because I wouldn't have drawn a win. But it's still a mistake. Always do the math before you do dumb shit like that. About the new counter spell. Wish I could make it a little bit smaller. I'm gonna put it on screen. Tybalt's Trickery. Okay, so I think that this counter spell is really cool for us. Because it just allows us to like beat combo against combos where we could do nothing for. It's also really good against Amulet Titan because they are very dependent on casting their Titans. I'm just gonna take note of. This was draw, now on the draw. A good day for Magic. So Tybalt's Trickery allows us to counter a lot of things that we might want to counter. and that's not to be understated because it is instant. Well, of course it's a counterspell, but because we play instants, it means that you can hold mana. If they try to do something, you counter it. If they don't, you just deal damage on their end step. Similar to how we play against Storm, where you just kind of hold the ground, always have removal up, and punish them when they don't try to do anything, and punish them if they do try to do anything. So this is probably Sultai Field. A bad matchup if there ever was one. You'd rather have Palm over it. Not necessarily like Amulet nowadays. Like Palm isn't great against them. It also beats like Ad Nauseam, which is relevant. You know, they cast Ad Nauseam and you say, okay, no, they need to have Pact in hand. It's a very good use for it. Oh, this is interesting. I was expecting a control deck. Oh, it's Inverter. Okay. It's Inverter, boys. The other sideboard slots are full. Yeah, they are. They are. I'm not gonna lie, they are. Although I am running like a freebie on my sideboard in Hushbringer. Oh, that sucks. Wait, this guy actually hit? Wow. Okay, so this is Inverter. Like here. Having Tybalt's Trickery would be amazing here. Yeah. I'm not sure if you have accompanied my latest leagues, Ion, like even offline, but I've been palming some big things. It's been pretty cool. Okay, so I think I only won Hushbringer here. Just call it a day. Still, the Tybalt's Trickery is... Personally, I'll have, well, so the card's gonna come out, it's gonna be super expensive because people will want to play it in combo. It's not gonna work because, one, you can't have a sideboard, and two, I doubt it will be consistent over Thoughtseize and Force of Negation. But, once the price comes down after that, I'll definitely get like 4 Tybalt's Trickery for my maybe board of Burn. Just because I think it's a spell that there's some, like Hushbringer, like previously we had Tocatli's Honor Guard, and it's good. Oh yeah, that's true, I did change schedules. Well, it's 1 AM for me too, but I do work from like lunchtime till 5 AM. So yeah, sorry about that. That I did have to change the streaming schedule. Yeah, I guess I can just take the fetch first. Do I want to save the fetch? You really don't want to push here, yeah. Oh, they're gonna put a land on top. That's cute. A land then, okay. 4 trickery, 4 Emrakul, all lands. Yeah, supposedly that hits turn 3 Emrakul and 80% of gains. But from a person that has cast Chandra's Incinerator before that even, well, I guess on turn 3 would be accurate because Emrakul attack. Well, turn 3 is late. Like, really late. I want to bait the removal here. But yeah, I think that Tybalt's Trickery is the only red card It's definitely going to see some play, even in sideboards. Then, are there any good green cards? A question I never thought I would ask. I think there was one. Okay, in Search for Greatness. This little puppy right here. Whoa. This little puppy right here is terrible. Because it says other permanents, it doesn't count itself. So is seriously gonna take the damage? Wow. $16, well, that's a lot. This deck should be all cantrips into the combo, right? To be fair, I came into Magic pretty late, but I love to live one of those glorious burn moments where you palm an Emrakul. I've never palmed an Emrakul. I'm also not a Magic player for that long. It's been 2 years? Yeah, about 2 years into Modern, 2.5 into Magic in general. So I never did palm an Emrakul. Yeah, I imagine it's delicious. They attack, and then before the Annihilation trigger resolves, you just go, no, wait. Ooh, what is this? Thoughtseize? Bloodchief's Thirst. Well, that kinda sucks. But I don't think I can lose next turn. So I only really need one spell. That kinda counts as a spell. He has the combo. Why did I delete that? Okay, so he has the combo. Oh, and now I don't have enough damage. Does he not have the land though? It's pretty tight on land. Yeah, okay. So I think I have to risk it here. He might have if he has life gain, I can't really compete with that. That's the draw. That's the draw. Okay. I don't want to run into something, so I'm gonna wait. It doesn't even crack Omen. Cavern. If he taps out, I go in for the kill. Which at this point is trivial. By the way, not a slow roll. He had open mana and he's playing blue, so... Okay, so we beat Inverter. And wow, yeah, this was actually a mistake. I should have played Skullcrack. So if I have to untap and play Bolt and my next card is Riftbolt, kinda screwed. Okay, so I don't think that In Search for Greatness is gonna see any play. Like, people might... I'm talking Modern, by the way. People might test it. I don't think it's there. I think that the only shell where this is good is with ley lines, but ley lines are not super reliable. This one is cool, but exiling a creature from your graveyard might end up being too steep of a cost. I think that it being a changeling makes it a pretty strong artifact enchantment removal. If this were white, I'm not even gonna joke, if this were white, I'd probably play it over Smash Smithereens. Like, it's kinda easy to get creatures in your graveyard, because if you don't have creatures in your graveyard, you're kinda or either in a really good situation where creatures are just attacking, or in a really bad situation where you don't have creatures there anymore. This card's also really good. Old Growth Troll. The cost might end up being too steep because, like, don't kid yourself, green is still not amazing as like a core color. So triple green, and this would, let's be real, this would be good as a turn 2 play. So, and I don't think that, well, I'm pretty sure you can build mono green Devotion, and this alongside Steel Leaf Champion is probably enough 3 drops. And the Adventure one, yeah, maybe mono green Devotion can be a thing. It says that the tribal themes are so bad for drafting. Yeah, that. Well, are they though? Because Changeling might be enough for tribal to just... Oh, I think I disconnected. Oh shit. I'm gonna have to restart Magic Online. I think I disconnected. If only Pioneer wasn't such a big a format. Is Pioneer bad? What was the last I heard about Pioneer? Is it just like Omnath is too good? I would imagine so. Okay, so I should be back in a moment. Fair, but the gap between playable and feel good is fairly big. Yeah, that's kind of true, but still, well, can my Magic Online not crash, please? Cool. We actually get a turn 1. That's it. This probably Goblins. I have a good Goblin matchup. Also that it just feels like less modern light, more like standard heavy. Yeah, I get that. Which is funny because when I play the format, I feel like I'm playing modern light with burn, and a child between prowess and burn. And like, I usually think, okay, if I'm playing an underpowered deck that I like, why not just play the powerful version? It's actually annoying. Having Helix up is very good. They should take Helix away. But if they do and don't play a land here, oh, that would be magical. Can they not play a land here? Oh. See, this is a mistake people make quite often. I've only kept a one-lander on the play. Now you can't really be surprised about this. He may have... This was at 12, so he's dead next turn, right? Not necessarily. I did leave my... I don't have interaction, like, Riftbolt isn't good interaction. Okay, so I drew land. He's choosing to play this one tapped. Interesting. Oh wait, no, I do have lethal. Oh, the burn deck is sweet. Reminds me of learning how to play red during Guilds of Ravnica. Yeah, exactly. The deck is very Guilds of Ravnica standard. So I guess you are right. It is standard plus. With the Wizards package. It's just standard plus. I'm attacking here to force... Oh no! That's a mistake. I should have cast Lava Spike first. Although I don't think there's a single 2-drop that flat out beats me here. Yeah, okay, this is irrelevant. Their decks don't exactly seem fun to play against. It's irrelevant. I think you'd be surprised. I think they're pretty cool. Wait. Well, before I talk out of my ass. Pioneer, Wilderness Reclamation, 17% of the meta. 4-color Omnath, 10% of the meta. Yeah, format's not great. Yeah, kinda have to agree there. So that's, what? Over 25% of Uro. Yep, no, that's not good. Definitely not good. I was on the draw again. You know what's funny? And this is one of the reasons that I changed to Riftbolt instead of Seal of Fire, which I'm still a big fan of, but notice how I wouldn't have killed my opponent here. Like, dragging this game out would be pretty hard. Alrighty then. Am I bringing in any of these? No, right, so I better keep a cracking. It is castable. Yeah, okay, so maybe Pioneer isn't in the best shape. The format like, let's not beat around Let's not beat around the bush. The format needs an Uro ban. So this is File. We open up with Goblin Guide. No. Oh, thank God the game stops. To make sure you want to attack. Eliminate. That's something else. Okay, if you play with Kenny. Oh, Munitions Expert's a thing. This can be... Oh, Chalice on 1. Okay, that's sweet tech. Not gonna lie. Oh, so now I am kinda screwed now. We even drew removal for my second creature? Wow. All formats need a neuroban. I disagree. I think that in Modern you want to ban Field of the Dead first. If that's not enough, you want to ban Mystic Sanctuary, and then if that's not enough, is when you look at banning Uro. Oh, he seems so bad. They're playing Chalice and they have double removal. If I attack here, he files it in. Okay. Cool. I need to bring in Smashed Smithereens now, which kinda sucks. The big question is, do I want... And maybe no, I think that Legacy, like... Is Uro really a problem in Legacy? I doubt it. I doubt that Uro is a problem in Legacy. Format's so fast that Uro feels fine there, but I don't play Legacy, so I can be totally wrong here. Okay, so I definitely want this. Do I want to keep Hushbringer in? What does Hushbringer stop? What does Hushbringer stop? Hushbringer stops a lot of things, actually. Sometimes Wish Twin wasn't banned, but then I remember the Fairy exists. Yeah, Jeskai Twin could be a problem. But to be honest, Twin is pretty much legal with Kiki Jiki, right? One as an additional hate piece. Yeah, I kinda like this. Like, I think that Twin is pretty much legal. Hopefully my opponent molds for Vile here, or keeps like a mediocre Chalice hand. Because the problem is Zoka, but lots of people complain about there as well. I wonder, because the thing about Legacy that it's like a time capsule format where you want Force, Brainstorm, what's it called, Lion's Eye Diamond, and like Wasteland to be good. Is that a Fatal Push? Drawing the 4th land here really sucks. Not playing Rift Bolt. I can get away with playing it later. You might also have a quick combo kill here. I should have... Yeah, I played this wrong. I should have gone... Oh. Yeah, he kept a bad Chalice hand. But opponent, here's a life lesson. If you show me Chalice on game 2, I'm gonna bring in hate for game 3. Because, surprise, surprise, this might have been a mistake. That extra point of damage doesn't make difference, but the extra turn might. If they play Boggart here, well, if they play Snoop here, okay, War Marshal, so that's not a problem. Pretty healthy life total. They cannot combo next turn. Well, they can. It's unlikely. And with this attack, I don't think they can. Oh, Sling Gang Lieutenant's a problem. Sling Gang Lieutenant's definitely a problem. That's like a drain. 3 in the current board state. It's definitely a problem. No lands, maybe? Yeah, it would just slam it if he had it. Do need a burn spell here. Why are you playing that now, opponent? You can respond to me doing things. Well, I guess it's better to not have to wait, right? There we go. Cool. Not the great draw either. Okay. I was talking about Legacy. I think that Legacy is a time capsule format where you get to play those spells. And Oko and Uro and even Astrolabe don't really stop you from playing those spells. Well, maybe Astrolabe interferes a little bit with Wasteland being good, but I think that Oko and Uro aren't really problems, because Force is still the best card in the format, Graveyard decks are faster, and what was the other card? Brainstorm is still good, Daze is still good, like, as long as those cards are good. And another game on the draw. So this was a draw league. Gotta... Oh, this hand's quite spicy. I'm gonna keep. Don't move to 6. Are there any more Kaldheim cards? Oh, Realm Walker. Izzet Prowess, okay. This should be a good matchup, especially with our land situation. Am I racing? Am I killing? I can wait. I can wait here. Just playing Manamorphose into Bird, I can do this, kill this. I should have done it on my turn. The checks were already good that you mentioned, now just also run Okon makes him kind of unstoppable. Are they really though? Like, aren't Ragdoll frequently takes more than half the top? I guess that's true. I'm just thinking that the other half of the meta is just degenerate combo. So like, you kinda get under those cards, right? But I guess that like, fair decks just don't exist in the format. Or rather, they have been homogenized into Oko piles. Yeah, I can see how that's a problem. I can see how that's a problem. But then again, I think that they're very wary of banning cards in Legacy, because I think that the format's supposed to be the format that you go to play cards that you like. And with Deathrite Shaman being legal in Pioneer, so annoying. Can you not? I have strong cards, so just need an Eternal Form with our blue is banned. Yeah, that's kinda true. Like, blue keeps getting... Ah, this is fine, though. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. I can race now, I think. It's at 11, though. I need... I still need 2 turns. No light up the stage. Opt is also a problem, because it cantrips. Him killing me with 2... It's at 10 now, okay. He's at 8? Risky move, opponent. Could just triple bolt him. Okay, so I don't think he can beat me here. I don't think he can beat me. Sorry, I have no experience with playing it because I'm not made of money, but apparently they even change how we were meant to play burn. Yeah, I read about that. So now it's used aggressively to find Oko or an answer because whoever resolves it first in the mirror wins. Yeah, I read that article. It's kind of true though, right? Whoever finds it first. Oh, am I dead here? No. Okay, cool. Cool. We just win. This is a good matchup. This is a good matchup. Oh, there it is. We just go for Exactsies. No, right? We go for the overkill. I struggle with this matchup for some reason. It's good, but like you saw me, like I put a lot of priority on killing the first drop, I put a lot of priority on killing the second one. I only try to kill this one because Helix is still positive against mutagenic growth. Like, mutagenic growth on your turn is like a Spell's Kite activation that costs them a card. It's not great. So I definitely... Do I want Hushbringer? But it's definitely a matchup that you really need to be careful on how you... Well, do I want to bring Hushbringer in? It's kind of lame. Kind of lame in this matchup. It's a matchup that you need to be very aware of when to go into the aggressive role. Oh, this hand's almost good. If one of these lands is like a Bolt or a Goblin Guide, I snap keep this. Ask and you shall receive. Path as a turn 1 removal isn't great, but Helix is good. We get to bottom Foothills, making our mana painless. I like this hand. Good draws are Bolt or Smash Smithereens because he's gonna. Okay, he has a 1-drop. Cool. So he has removal for my 1-drop. Do I play into it? I guess I do play into it. Go ahead, kill my 1-drop. He shocked himself, so I'm already on the aggressor seat. Almost got there yesterday, but forgot to take the sidecars out and the mana screwed myself. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. Wait, this wasn't a lightning bolt? I'm in shock. Okay, help me out here. Mutagenic growth adds 2, right? So this is a 6/6, okay. I think he has mutagenic growth. Is burn bad in this meta or good? Personally, I think it's very good. Because people aren't really prepared for it. As they shouldn't, like the deck isn't popular. But I don't think that's a good metric to evaluate a deck. I think that burn is not popular, but is good. Of course, the deck does, like, it may not seem like it. You may think that I'm being a fanboy, but the deck does have quite a ceiling to it. By the way, I think he has... Yeah, that's always a fine option. Especially in Modern, there's always a good red deck. I favor burn myself, but if you favor those decks that would drop when your Fear Pass disappeared, I don't know, like Storming's a pretty hard to deal with threats. I just want to say, I think my opponent has mutagenic growth. In this case, I think I want to get a better board and start attacking, so I'm gonna pass it. Because my opponent now has a tough to deal with board. Is at a low life total. And yeah, this line feels really well. Ooh, he's looking for something. For the Dragon's Claw. Can I draw mine? Ah. What's the line here? I still attack. Play Eidolon, because now he has to kill Eidolon too. Unless he draws a board wipe, I might be overcommitting here. Hopefully not. Metamorphose, costs him a life. They should, right? That's fine. Cast Light up the stage? No. Like I say, he still has all these cards. He should have Kozilek's Return, right? No real reason not to have it. It's perfect. Do I attack here? Do I Searing Blaze first? Searing Blaze first. Because if he has protection... Oh. Seriously? Okay, so another 4/1. Sorry, I was thinking, he probably has Kozilek's Return, right? I think you're making a mistake if you're not playing Kozilek's Return. Pro Red is still a very big cause of losses. I'm looking at lists now. 0 Kozilek's Return? That's gotta be a mistake. Okay. Path. Yeah, that path line was really good. It put me in a really strong board position. I think it would be easy to say, oh, I'm gonna Searing Blaze, oh, I'm gonna Eidolon, or I'm gonna Helix. But my line put me so ahead on the board that they really had to take care of it, and they didn't, so it was an easy win. Another 4/1. What did I lost to Eldrazi Tron. My last leagues have been So is the person that was asking if burn I do nothing a lot. If you're still here, guess I can check. Okay, so here are my last couple of results. My last 5 leagues. Firewalker left the meta. Kinda like if you look at burn lists, you see a lot of people playing core, which I think is wrong, just plain wrong. I think my issue is that Tibalt plan. I think more conventional is the go at the moment. Yeah, burn can't really afford to play heavier drops. So in the matchup like this, heavier drops mean that you're more susceptible to losing tempo. And this is really a tempo matchup. But I'm always a supporter of playing fun lists. But for the online meta, I would definitely recommend you to play a list that you think is good, that you like playing. Sorry, to the other person. So this league was a 4-1. I lost to Eldrazi Tron, not a meta deck. Last league, it was a 3-2, but I punted the Shadow matchup. My other loss was to Lotus Storm, not a meta matchup. Then the league before that, it was a 4-1. I lost to Lotus Storm again. Still not a meta matchup, like the deck is not really popular. Then before that, I dropped to Red Obosh. I'm pretty sure it was my fault. Even then, it was a 4-1, and before that, again, I dropped a match to Jeskai Storm with Jeskai Ascendancy. So maybe I'm just bad playing against non-Gift Storm, but that's a lot of 4-1s in a row, so I definitely think the deck is good right now. I'm at 40-15, it's fun, but there's a lot less life gain. Yeah, definitely that. Like, Tibalt loses a lot of its value if its passive is not doing things. And like, the only life gain is Uro, and I'm gonna be honest, that's why I think that Uro doesn't really deserve a ban in Modern right now. The front half of it is so bad against us. Against us, like, we're always gonna be at card disadvantage, so the draw isn't too relevant. We're always gonna be behind on lands, so the ramp isn't too relevant. So it's a 3-mana gain 3 without affecting the board state. It's so bad. And yeah, I know it won an event, that's why I've been playing against it. I think the deck is really good. Again, I want to separate good and popular. The deck isn't popular, so like, I definitely won't say, oh, Burn is bad because it has a bad Lotus Storm matchup. But the deck, I think that the deck is good. I think we might start playing it in leagues. I don't know, Sodak played the deck the day after it won, and he said, oh, this deck's really bad. And people do follow what better players. I make quotation marks because Sodak's a really good player, like easily one of the best modern players in the world. But I think that people, if they want to play Lotus Storm and if they're good at playing Lotus Storm, they should definitely play it. But yeah, this league was quite good. My loss was to Eldrazi Tron. Like, game 1, I really couldn't have done anything. I think that game 3 I punted a bit here and there. But yeah, I punted here and there, so maybe there's a world where I can sneak out a win. So I can't really blame anything other than myself. Either way, this has been great, guys. Thank you very much for hanging out. Another 4-1, which puts me at like a lot of 4-1s over over the past month. Still quite happy with the list. Hushbringer is definitely the week. Watching Sodek play Dredge makes it as I can never play Dredge. Yeah. Watching Sodek play any combo makes you realize that combo decks actually have a lot of thinking into how to play it. It's not just, oh, I have a combo and I win, which I do value a lot. I think that combo decks are kind of like Burn. I was busy, but did you talk about Hushbringer in the sideboard? I was going to talk about it now. I was just talking about combo with Burn first. I think that combo and Burn are very similar in the sense that they're both easy to pick up. Like, if a person knows how to play Magic and you explain them how to combo, they can pick up a combo deck and play it easily. But to master it, it's really hard. And yeah, I think Burn fits that description as well. It's very simple to pick up. You give you give Burn to someone, they just chuck spells and win. But to really squeeze out this last couple of wins, the deck Burn is a combo. Like, that isn't 100% wrong, because Burn is a critical mass deck. Like, it winning through damage is being able to read the tells that let you know you can go for it as a skill. Yeah, definitely. In both decks. About Hushbringer, I think it's definitely the weakest sideboard card right now. But, like, let's look at the meta. Can you guys see? Yeah, okay. So, Uro is covered, Hammer Time is covered, Death Shadow is covered, Uro is covered, Prowess is covered, Heliod is covered with Hushbringer. This is a good matchup. I haven't played the Mirror in ages. Amulet, Hushbringer also helps against Amulet. Ad Nauseam is covered, Hushbringer also. Spirits has been seeing a lot of play. Yeah, I think that Hushbringer hitting Heliod, Amulet, and Spirits makes me want to run Hushbringer. Like, these results are very skewed, but yeah, I think that the only holes that Burn has right now is the ETBs. So I think Hushbringer covers that weakness really well. Because if I weren't playing Hushbringer here, I'd be playing Vortex. But the problem is that Vortex is good in drawn-out games. Like, drawn-out game, I'm not winning drawn-out games against Uro. I'm not winning drawn-out games against Mono Red, Obosh, and I'm not winning drawn-out games against Rakdos mid-range. Well, I am. With Vortex I am. But even then, I think Hushbringer covers Heliod quite fine, because it stops Core Firewalker, while hitting for 1 every turn. And then it stops Spirits, like their deck just doesn't function, because they're an ETB deck. And weirdly enough, I've liked it against Titan, because it's like, it's Ashiok, right? They don't search lands when Titan enters. And if that Titan doesn't enter and do damage right away, you gain a turn. So gaining a turn might mean another turn at more mana to cast more spells. We suffer for all the heat brought for Shadow, etc. So we need to be fast and look to the ground. Yeah, exactly. So I think that it isn't the right time to be playing Vortex. Yeah, our creatures struggle to stick. That's why you need to master the sticking Eidolon, which is if you play 1-drop and have Eidolon, don't play the second land until they waste removal on your 1-drop. Because sticking Eidolon is really strong, even nowadays. Okay, but that's about it. Thank you very much for hanging out. The camera's over here. It was a really fun league. Cool matchups all around. Even though I don't like playing against Eldrazi Tron. Cheers, guys, and see you next time.